Let's take a look at some comments from yesterday, see what the people had to say. Oh. So much for my acting career. What is going on, everyone? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. I know some of you haven't been really digging the intros, but some of you have been digging the intros, and Joseph is one of them. So shout out to both those guys. It's all in good fun. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about Fred VanVleet and what he said yesterday. There were a couple of powerful quotes that came from Fred VanVleet as he spoke to the media. And basically, as you can tell from the title of this video, he likes the Raptors' chances at repeating. So Fred VanVleet, he is confident and he believes that this team can in fact run it back. Before we get into today's video, guys, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're almost at 13K subs. Your support, of course, is greatly appreciated. Turn on those post notifications and feel free to follow me on social media where my DMs are always open and I'm posting content like this on TikTok. Yeah, what can I say? I got into a bit of shape during the quarantine. I wasn't eating too many chips. So let's get right into it. And basically, the Raptors have settled in a private hotel at Fort Myers, and they are awaiting the start of the 2019-2020 season, the restart, of course, which will be on August 1st for the Raptors against the Los Angeles Lakers. I dropped a video yesterday going into the Raptors' full schedule. So basically, Fred VanVleet started off by saying this: "It sucks," VanVleet said in a conference call Monday, "of having to make such a choice, of having to play in Orlando under these circumstances. It's terrible timing, but that's been 2020 for us. We all know the right thing to do is to not play, to take a stand. Morally, yes, that makes sense, but life goes on. We're all young, black guys. None of us want to give any money back. I don't think that we should. I think that money can be used in a number of different ways." So Fred VanVleet being honest about the whole situation, but then he followed that up by saying this: "Really excited about continuing the season. I love the group that we have. We have a really talented group of guys. We have pretty much everything you need," VanVleet told reporters. And he also said, "Everybody that I've talked to since I've been here is just looking forward to getting to Orlando and to start practicing and gearing up to win another one. We have a really, really good chance, and we're going to be a tough team to beat 4 times for anybody." VanVleet also said, "We're going to have to be great teams no matter what the situation is. No cupcakes getting into this thing. It's going to be tough for anybody, but like I said, I like our chances." So Fred VanVleet, obviously confident of the Raptors as they go into this thing. The one silver lining, guys, is the fact that the Raptors are going to be healthy. I mean, you look at it, every member of the Raptors outside of Anunoby missed at least 10 games, and their full starting 5 are only available in 17 games. So health is definitely going to be on the Raptors side after this long delay that they had to basically get back to 100%. But I still feel like there's one side of players that are looking forward to it and that do want to play, but then there's another half of players and people who are kind of looking at this whole thing, given the fact, where, the pandemic isn't looking like it's slowing down, especially where they're going to be playing in Florida. You probably have, half of those people questioning, like, if this is, in fact, the right decision to play under everything that's been going on. So it's interesting. And I mean, we know the facts, too, that 16 players had already tested positive for the virus. I'm not going to say the full name, because I think if I do, YouTube's going to, flag this video or whatever. And recently, DeAndre Jordan and Spencer Dinwiddie of the Nets, a potential first-round playoff opponent for the Raptors, contracted it and tested positive. And I think they've now come out and said that they're not going to be playing once they fully recover from this thing. So it's interesting that we're still going to be playing these games and we're still going to be having a season when things, like I said, don't look to be getting better, particularly where they're going to be playing these games in Orlando, Florida. And another interesting thing that the NBA still hasn't even addressed is the fact that there's a good chance that a whole team can get the virus. And then what happens then? What happens if one full squad gets the virus? I mean, in this case, you have Dinwiddie and DeAndre Jordan. What happened if they're around their other teammates? And all of a sudden, most of the Nets players contracted the virus. Does that mean they're disqualified? So there's little things like that that still warrant a lot of attention, and the NBA really hasn't come out and said anything under those circumstances. They don't want to box themselves, to quote, of course, Woj, who's been saying that term a lot lately. So there are some question marks as teams prepare to once again get into it and continue the rest of the 2019-2020 season. And again, there's a big chunk of people who are nodding their heads saying, I don't know how we're going to be able to play these games. We should just cancel the season. And then there's an other half of people saying that, you know what, let's get into it. The NBA knows what they're doing. They're under great leadership. Let's get back to playing. I'm indifferent about this whole situation. My whole take on this, guys, is if they can do it safely, why not? Why not try it? See if this bubble will work. But we will find out very, very soon, once the restart season starts, whether or not the bubble idea will, in fact, work. I mean, Nick Nurse has already come out and said that he feels pretty safe already living in the bubble. So, again, the NBA has some of the best leadership in all of professional sports. If it wasn't entirely safe, I don't think they would risk the livelihood of all their players, coaches, management, etc., if, they didn't know what they were doing. So, we'll take the decision with a grain of salt here. I'm hoping it works out because I'm like all of you guys watching this video. I want to see, basketball. I want to see the NBA back. I want to see the conclusion of the 2020 NBA season. But things will get very interesting if more and more players start to contract this thing, especially during the restart schedule. And again, what happens if an entire team gets it? That may force the NBA's hand to once again close the season and just scrap it entirely. So time will tell, but I mean, as you can see, or as you can hear from Fred VanVleet, he's pretty confident. He's confident in the Raptors' ability, and like I said in past videos, the Raptors are going to have a very good chance of going far. They got health on their side, their players are confident, things are back, and the second seed is going to be on their minds. If they can snag that second seed, it's going to put them in a good position the rest of the way for the playoffs. So, Fred VanVleet likes our chances at repeating. Do you like the Raptors' chances at repeating? And let me know what you think of the NBA deciding to come back under these circumstances that we're currently dealing with in the world. Let me know. Voice your opinion down below. Again, I'll give one random person a shout out in my next video, and we'll go from there. Again, like this video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. We're almost at 13K. Let's keep grinding until we hit it. My goal is to hit that before the restart season begins. I'm going to be super, super busy once the restart season begins. I'm going to be doing a bunch of Raptors content, of course, NBA content, and live streams. So keep it locked and loaded on the channel. I've linked to some products down below. A Raptors Brita bottle, a Raptors championship ring. Go and check it out. And that's basically it for me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And until next time, be great and stay blessed. Peace.